When Music in High Places invited Collective Soul to the deserts of Morocco for a series of unplugged performances, the band was at first a bit skeptical.
It's something that was a challenge, you know, and something that I don't necessarily think we would have ever, I don't know if we would have ever visited Morocco. It's not necessarily a rock and roll mecca.
Welcome to Morocco.
Morocco. Direct translation, more rock.
In fact, their 4-day adventure of acoustic concerts and off-road trekking was so amazing, it was, well, hard to put into words.
You go see the Grand Canyon, you can take every picture you want to and show someone, and they go, oh yeah, it's big, but until you go and see it, you have no idea, and that's kind of like the whole last 4 days.
The band members were troopers from the start, taking a cross-country camel ride to their first location in the Sahara Desert and a night under the stars.
And there's no hurt to know, Tokyo.
Outside the city of Ouarzazate in a 700-year-old Kasbah, the band set up to perform one of their hit songs. Caught up in the moment, they seemed to have overlooked one important detail. They had never actually played together acoustically before.
The thing is, we've been so busy, we didn't even practice.
You know, we don't rehearse electric. Why are we going to start with the acoustic, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Those had like a cool acoustic groove thing going on, which was wild. Never thought about it in that way.
That's the spirit of this band. I mean, we're not in it for perfection. We're in it for the attitude and the enjoyment and the having fun.
Are we getting this on film? Men all around me. Look at this.
The next morning, the band and production team set off for Marrakesh on a hair-raising trip over the high Atlas Mountains.
Well, there's no railings, and then there's like one-lane road, and you got semis coming around, and then our fabulous driver Adil is like, you know, Mario Andretti cutting every single corner, passing people on a blind turn. It was just not fun. I was gripping the seat all the way here.
You know, I've been driving for about, let's say, over 15 years all along that road, but I've never seen something happen. Cross fingers.
We came as a band with a good open attitude, but the crew has been absolutely amazing with the same attitude.
No strangers to the challenges of location shooting, the TV crew had to adapt to everything from the relentless sun and bone-chilling rains to remote settings inaccessible by vehicles, and even some overzealous crowds. But like the band said, they had the right attitude.
What do you feel, Razuli?
Water from the sky.
I have waited for rain. I have waited for sun and clouds. I have waited for talent, but I have never waited on a curve.
In the city of Marrakesh, outside an infamous bazaar, the crew set up for another performance.
Getting ready to shoot the talent, and people start noticing what's going on, and suddenly people are mobbing us.
Yeah, I was asking you to help. We need to move this all back.
You know, closing in tighter and tighter on us, more and more people. It just became like this Moroccan mosh pit.
I mean, I was tripping out. This guy was getting down. I mean, totally. This guy was going off. You know?
Old school moves, too. He had it down. They had no idea what they were singing, but they were just having a blast, and that, to me, is what, first off, rock and roll is about, is having fun.
And you know, you go from being excited about something to feeling like sort of claustrophobic, and you go back to excitement. It's just a lot of emotions to deal with.
You know, we had the police there pushing people back. They'd come in another direction, they'd push them back again. You know, it was all in good spirit, and everybody got really into it, had a good time.
Did you see those kids dancing with them and enjoying it spontaneously? That was something really I won't never forget.
And there were a few moments that the band won't soon forget either.
God! I don't want a monkey on me, especially from behind. I don't know where his mouth is if he's about to bite me.
The bird shit in my head. I'm sitting there playing. I heard it.
You might want to quarantine our ass before we get back.
But Collective Soul all agree the adventure was something that will live with them for a long time to come.
Like I said, it's been one of the most enjoyable 4 days. I couldn't have imagined it being this cool.
Yeah, we had a great time. It was one of the most incredible experiences we've ever been through, I'm sure, as a band. Probably the coolest gig we've ever had.
I'm the luckiest cat in the world, and it's the same thing with the guys in the band. They think the same way. I mean, we love things like this and absorb it, and go back and share it with other people.
That's it. Piss mine off, will you? No, it's all right. No bites. You're welcome.
And it burns. And it's just setting in right this moment.
Yes, it stings a little bit.
They have the kind that flies here, the flying carpets. It needs a tune-up. Totally, the carpet's like kind of sluggish.
Let me tell you that